What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today we're going to be hopping into the most underrated Pokemon card sets to invest in, and I have so many tabs pulled up. I have so much to show you guys and a lot to dive into. Of course, I have my handy dandy drawing board. If you guys have been OGs on this channel, you know I love to draw to show you guys my visual predictions for cards, sets, whatever you want to call it. Let's dive into this video. Stop wasting time. But obviously, gotta mention, I'm not a financial advisor, so please take this for your own advice. Let's go. First, we're going to start off with Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift is one of those sets that, like, you never think of. And as a Pokemon investor, I'm like, Paradox Rift. What's that set? Yeah, I sort of forgot about it too. But that's the thing. The sets that everyone forgets about are the sets you should probably look into, because it's sort of like the coin or the seed, whatever you like to compare it to, that has not fully had its potential. Of course, every Pokemon card set since the hype has exploded in value and in price, but there are still those sets that are still quote-unquote affordable and possibly even investable, and I think Paradox Rift is a great example. The main chase card, guys, of this set is obviously going to be the Groudon, however you say it. The reason why is because this is the card that sort of brings the set together. I mean, if we look at the overall set, sure, we have Altaria, we have Roaring Moon. I'm not too much in the TCG, so I'm guessing these might be pretty good. I have no idea. I might be totally wrong. Or it's maybe the artwork, possibly that too. But the Groudon is the main carry of the set. At least I believe that. If I was going for the set for long term, I would definitely argue that this is my point. And Groudon, guys, is a really strong Pokemon. If we look at the, if I type him in, these are all of the cards that he's existed in, and he's done pretty well. Sort of like the Primal Groudon from Ancient Origins, Primal Clash, from Team Magma to Delta Species. He's had a very, very strong support. And this is one of the three Pokemon, Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. So they're very, very famous. They're very legendary. And I think that's what brings them so close together. And I mean, it's literally on the fourth line for the most expensive Groudons out there. And it's kind of crazy how this is more expensive than, you know, the one from Primal Clash, which was so long ago. But that's something we won't argue about. But my point being, guys, is that this has really strong potential for growth, and I think for the long term, this set is very strong. Now, I'm not saying that you should invest in Groudon. You could go ahead, but I'm saying that's the carry of the set. I do think, looking at the board across, the booster box is still quote-unquote, I guess you could say affordable, but I'm not paying $200 for a booster box, even though that's still cheap compared to like the $500 booster boxes we have now, so I guess it's not that bad. And when I mean $500 booster box, I mean like Lost Origin and stuff, because, you know, this is for long-term growth. So I guess you might argue that, but I think one really strong product from all of this to invest in, guys, is going to be the Paradox Rift Pokemon Center ETB. The thing with Pokemon Center ETBs is they just carry that aura with them, and what I mean by that is if I was going to purchase some ETBs and I had the choice to choose between 3 regular ETBs or a Pokemon Center, regardless of the price, I would choose the Pokemon Center, and I guess all of you guys would agree with me, because it has that stamp, it comes with that exclusive promo, and it is a Pokemon Center. As soon as these are gone, and that's what makes them so special. As more and more of these are ripped open, that means the demand only goes down. To draw it out for you guys, I bet a lot of you guys already know this, but I just like to demonstrate this. POV, this is sort of them just being opened. We'll just draw that open. As more supply gets open, that can only bring the price up. So I believe that Pokemon Center ETBs are really, really affordable. And guys, come on, are you kidding me? $125, bro, for a Pokemon Center ETB in today's market is actually very, very cheap. I mean, we literally have prismatic ETBs, the base ones going for $115. So I guess comparison, it's not that bad. And to be honest, I think that's pretty affordable too. Especially along as the fact as, you know, you're never going to see these again. As soon as these are gone, and these are practically destined to just keep rising as the market continues to go on. So a little bit of an interesting product. I do think that this one, I mean, I don't really care about the variants you go for. It's really just about the artwork and the promo. But I think, guys, that, you know, just go for the cheaper one. Just get it over with. Spend less $15. Get yourself a Pokemon Center. Not too bad. And guys, this is quite long ago. Right now, Destined Rivals, I believe, is the 10th set in the Scarlet and Violet expansion. So this is kind of long ago, and I'm telling you, as soon as more and more of these are getting scalped up the market, these prices only destined to rise. If I had to put a prediction on this, by the end of the year, by 2025, I think this could easily go for 165, 175, and continue to grow. So that's going to be it for Paradox Rift. Next up, guys, we have Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest, and a lot of the sets I'm going to go over are really the ones that, you know, these are practically gone. I ever since I made this channel, I believe I made this channel in November of 2024, and I explicitly said that you know, after every video I made, Sword and Shield will continue to rise in price. Silver Tempest, Brilliant Stars, and all these sets are just going to continue to rise. And I'm at that point now where adding these kind of sets into the most underrated sets to invest in for long term is kind of like an interesting topic, because are these still really affordable and profitable for long term? I mean, literally, there's just been some crazy growth going on right now, guys, with Sword and Shield booster boxes. Every single one just spiked up. I believe Lost Origin right now is at 550. Past month, this is up 25%, which is kind of big if you're in the $100 range. Plural, actually, hundreds of dollar range. So I went up a bit hefty amount, but there's still some product I think that is still out there. One of them, obviously, going to be the Silver Tempest Pokemon Center ETB. Going along with what I was saying, guys, I mean, look at the 1-year growth. This demonstrates and proves my theory. This is a literal rocket, bro. I mean, this is not no slow growth. This is a freaking rocket, and let me draw it out for you guys. Oh my dude, come on, why are you tweaking on me? This isn't no like small growth, guys. This is a literal boom. I mean, that's exactly what it looks like, and I'm not tweaking. I think you guys can all agree on that, and I think that this Pokemon Center ETB is just only going to continue to rise. Luckily enough, I managed to get a Fusion Strike Pokemon Center ETB before all the hype, like 3 years ago, and I'm so happy because Fusion Strike is one of those sets that has just exploded for no stupid reason, and I just got lucky. I don't have a Silver Tempest one personally, but I do think that this is a really, really strong Pokemon Center ETB to have. I mean, just look at that, bro. It's just this crazy boom, and these are currently selling for right now 212. These are selling for. That's kind of scary, but there are still some guys for 175, 185. So they're in that $200 range, so kind of expensive. But as I was saying, it is the sort of the clutch of the set, guys. That aura, the aura box, that's what I like to call it. Moving up, if you have your money, I think this is a steal. If you have around $500 and you're watching this video and you want to invest in Sword and Shield, I would 100% buy Build-In Battle Boxes displays. You can look across all the Sword and Shield sets, and if you could find one below the $500 mark, that's pretty good. You're getting yourself a whole display case, which is beautiful and magnificent. I was kind of greedy, and I thought before recording this, should I even show this? Because I might pick this up, and I'm like, nah, I ain't going to do that to you guys. I'm going to show you the truth because that's what I'm about on this channel. Guys, $350 for 40 packs is very, very strong. I believe if I do my math, let me get out my phone really quick. So if it's 40 sets, right? I mean, 40 packs. Hold on, I have my calculator on my phone right here. 350 divided by 40. Is that right? That's around $8.75 a pack, which actually doesn't sound that great. I believe the packs themselves are kind of worth that much. Let me just make sure. They probably are worth, so it might be some bad math on my part. But, guys, let me see, make sure. Where is it? All right, around 880. So I might have messed up right there in my thing. But if you guys don't know what the blank this is, bro. Oh, no, where'd it go? Oh, my God. Silver Tempest. 1 second, chat. This thing is just so cool to have in your collection. I mean, as a collector, guys, look one up on YouTube. Look up what a built-in box display case looks like. It's so cool. Comes with promos, comes with packs, comes with all of that stuff. And even though you're paying the right price to pack ratio, you're getting yourself a really, really, really unique, box, guys. No one has this stuff, and it's really cool. As I was saying, this is more around the expensive end. So if you do have a lot of money and you do want to invest in Sword and Shield, then definitely one of these. I don't know. This stuff is like, I don't know how to really say it. I mean, dude, these were one sold for $180, bro. Are we dead serious right now? That kind of pisses me off. But these are one of the products that has one sells for 350. The next one up will be 400, as you guys can see right here. So just know that these can be a very, very domino effect. Like if one sells for 400, the next one up can be 500, and that's just the way it's gonna go. As like these things are so rare to have in a beautiful near mint condition because a lot of game stores open these and use them. And guys, if we take a look, the main chase card of Silver Tempest, and this is no surprise, is going to be the Lugia. And the Lugia has had a major drop in the past 3 months. But if we look at the 1 year graph, which I really like to look at the broad picture of everything, because that's how you should look at life, it's very, very strong. And it's continuing to be strong, even though we've had, you know, not too good of 3 months, whatever. It is still holding its price point. Having a little pullback is totally fine. It's probably healthy in the market. And we have the Rayquaza in the set, guys, which itself is another carry. I think with the Rayquaza, that is just a runner-up, bro. It is just a beautiful thing to have for protection. For the singles, not that bad as well. You know, the set, as I was saying, guys, it's getting expensive to invest in Sword and Shield sets. So for me to argue my points is becoming harder and harder. But I do believe that there's still some opportunity if you guys want to. I do believe as a Pokemon investor, Sword and Shield will have the strongest protected growth moving forward as it's modern. And it literally just recently rotated out of the TCG format. So there are still a lot of these cards in circulation right now. And you could go and pick up your singles. If you believe in singles, you want to buy Rayquaza, you want to buy Lugia, go ahead and do that instead. I'm not too much of a single person. I believe in the sealed product because I've just seen the best growth with that. Next up, guys, we have Brilliant Stars, literally following exactly what I said about Silver Tempest. There are many ways to look at this set. Even if we look at the Build and Battle Stadium, guys, as you can see, I mean, Build and Battle display, they're currently $500. This one's $350. So exactly, you get my point. Like, as soon as this one sells, it might be $500. So this, maybe not too strong of an investment. I mean, just look at this, bro. Literally, that is May 12th, May 18th. That is 2 weeks ago. They sold 40 packs. Let me do my quick math. 40 divided by 250. Oh my, hold on. 250 divided by 4. Oh my god, bro. I can't freaking type. They sold 40 packs, which is practically a booster box. So they sold more than a booster box for $240. When the booster box itself is going for like $400. So you guys have to look at it that way as well. I'm telling you, these Build and Battle displays are very, very strong. Also, I'm kind of curious if you guys are gonna pick one of these up. Let me know in the comment section because I think I have a very strong point in being one of the most underrated products ever. But going along with this, I do think the booster box is out of the question. Put a big X on that. The Build and Battle box display possibly. The Build and Battle Stadium, put an X on that. I do think that the Pokemon Center ETB is a very strong investment for $122, guys. You can't really beat that, bro. You can't really beat that. And it's had a major dip, actually. Okay, that's bullshit. I do not like that. I don't know why it has such a stupid crash. Yeah, that's totally wrong. Yeah, it had a little bit of a major dip right there. I don't know why, but I guess it did. And we do have the Charizard V Alt-Art in the set, guys, which is a very, very strong Alt-Art that we all know and love. And it's pretty stagnant around the $200 mark. But as I was saying earlier, guys, it has the Umbreon VMAX, which, like the same thing like the Rayquaza in Silver Tempest, it is a very, very strong boundary card into the set. And going along to what I was saying, there are still a lot of these cards in circulation. There are still packs, there are still ETBs, there are still booster boxes at LGSs. Probably overpriced, but you get my point. They're still out there, so they're still alive, but pretty soon they will become extinct. I will not be surprised within a few months, few years, we won't be able to, okay, few months, I'm not gonna say a few years because that's kind of stupid, but a few months where we'll no longer see this stuff being literally affordable, if that makes sense. And if you probably go to LGS, you probably will never see one of these products again. Now, if I had to choose Brilliant Stars and I had to choose a product to invest in, except the Pokemon Center ETB because I already said that, I would probably argue that the runner-up, bro, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't think there is a runner-up, bro. I mean, I believe truly in smart investing, and I don't really see any of that. Maybe you could go for this, which comes with 12 packs. I guess that's pretty strong investment. 12 packs for $100, bro. You can't really complain about that. that's not even that bad at all. So probably the build and battles, bro, are the things you guys should go for if you're looking for packs, because if you're looking to sell that for long term, they're in a box, so you don't have to worry about someone you're selling it to be worried about them being open, because they are in a box, so you can be calm on that. And guys, next and last up, we have Astral Radiance. Now the interesting thing about Astral Radiance is how this set right now is really forgotten. And what I mean by that is, if you think about the top Sword and Shield sets, you're definitely going to say Lost Origin, Evolving Skies, Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest, Fusion Strike, and you're probably going to forget about Astral Radiance. I was doing some research on this video, and I was like, damn, bro, I actually forgot about this set. So it's kind of crazy how I forgot about that, but we don't talk about that. I do think that this set, guys, has still a lot of good opportunity going with the Pokemon Center ETB. I mean, this thing is still a very, very cheap, guys. Literally 120 bucks for a Darkrai Pokemon Center ETB. This thing is so cool. It's sort of like Destined Rivals' cousin. I mean, this was practically Destined Rivals back in the day. Not really, but you guys get my point. It's just such a cool artwork for the set, and I really, really do like it. I do think that the singles in this set are very, very low on resistance. I mean, I'm a Champ and a Starmie and a Palkia and a Garchomp. Like, they're cool Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but they're not as strong as, like, Rayquaza, Charizard, Lugia. Like, those are way, way, way more tough than these, which is why I think the set has not found its name in the way that me and you can remember. But besides that, guys, I do think that the Astral Radiance ETB is a very, very good one to go for. As you guys have practically seen in this whole video, the thing that I currently strive to push for are the Pokemon Center ETBs, because I'm telling you, as soon as they're gone, they are gone, my friend. And I think I've proven my point with that. If you guys are looking to invest, you know, say you don't have $100, right, throughout this whole video, then I think the build and battle boxes are a very strong choice to go for. That's practically the only thing, bro. Goes from booster box to ETBs to build and battle boxes to packs, but never buy packs straight from a website or anything, because those could be, listen, people do some weird things with those. Make sure you buy a sealed product with packs in it, so you know it's not been tampered with. I believe those are the safest products to go for. Even though I think Silver Tempest, I'm sorry, Astral Radiance has some really cool artworks now looking at it, bro. I mean, look at that Zacian, Moltres, Zapdos. It's just some really, really cool product that unfortunately just hasn't seen the strongest growth as I would have loved to see it, guys. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, the most underrated products to invest in. I hope all of you guys did enjoy and find this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe, please like the video, subscribe. Did I already say that? My fault. But yeah, have a great day, my friends. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.